Good morning, friends. Feels like forever since I have vlogged. I hope you've been enjoying my mom's India videos. I've enjoyed editing them, and they're going on for a really long time, so I haven't had to vlog anything. It's been kind of fun, but I'm excited to vlog today, even though the video might be a little bit dull. It's a driving day. I am traveling from Florida, North Florida, all the way up to North New York, North Country, New York. So slightly north of upstate New York. I don't know. So I am in South Carolina. I've just been driving for 3 hours. I stopped at a rest stop. I was really hoping for a Chick-fil-A, but that didn't happen in my time frame. So maybe later today I'll get Chick-fil-A. But I'm gonna have a little bit of breakfast. I've been driving since 5 in the morning. It's now 8 o'clock. And I'll vlog as I go north. It's a couple of hours later, and I was rerouted on Google Maps. I was gonna cut across to 81 lower down in South Carolina, but it said we have a better route. So I said, okay. And that means it took me past Buc-ee's. What a treat. I didn't think I was gonna get to go, but here I am. So that was perfect timing because I filled up with gas and bought treats. So I got my favorites, white cheddar nuggies, and I got my fiancé ghost pepper beef jerky and white cheddar habanero nuggies. I don't know that he's had those before, so hopefully he likes them. And I also got their cherry Coke, which I like. It's a little bit sharp today, but it's okay. And I'm gonna travel. The new route is over on I-74, so just north of Buc-ee's. I'm gonna cut across northwest and then catch up with you later. Hello from North Carolina. So I apparently am in the heart of North Carolina at this really beautiful rest stop and welcome center. They've got some nice restrooms in there. It just started sprinkling, so I'm under the cover. There's a nice little welcome center. They have free maps and they've got lots of brochures, and she's super friendly. It's really pretty here. It's like 70 degrees. I bet the temperature's dropping a little bit. So not super cold either. That's nice. I'm gonna walk over there and try not to get you too wet. But there's a little walking path on my way back to the car. So there's a path all around the back of this area, and I was going to walk on it, but it's raining too much, so I'm gonna hurry back to the car. Good morning. It's the next day. I was too exhausted to film anything last night, and in the middle of the afternoon, after I filmed the last clip, it started to rain. Well, I told you it started to rain, but it kept raining, and it was just too much of a hassle to film, and then all you would have seen was rain anyway. So I arrived at Hagerstown, Maryland, and I'm staying at this lovely Hampton Inn. It was very nice. And now I'm headed up another 7 or so hours to Watertown. The scenery is like not much. It's industrial around here. I'd show you around, but it's boring. Yeah, so here's for another 7-hour north drive. It's chilly this morning. It's 40 something. Almost there. I am currently editing this video, and I realized one of the clips I filmed to explain the transition from driving to our activity did not film correctly. And that was like a week ago, so I can't remember exactly what I said, but basically I was very tired when I arrived at Fort Drum, and then didn't film a proper outro, and I just figured I would roll my trip into our activity on Fort Drum in the snow. We went to Maple Days and we learned all about maple syrup, so you'll see that in the coming clip. The end of my drive was very interesting because I pulled into a rest area in New York, and it was my final stop before my last several-hour drive to Fort Drum. And I heard, as I was starting the car, I heard that it was a little slow starting, and I just thought it was me. I was tired, I wasn't pressing the starter button correctly or something. Then I got to Fort Drum, got checked in, and then pulled up to the drive, like parked. And then we went out again later to use my car, and it wouldn't start. The battery was completely dead. So this next day that you're going to see, we had to start by going to Goodyear and getting a new battery. And so that was all taken care of, and now we're off to see Maple Days and learn about maple syrup. And this building in front of us is the barracks, and I'm not filming it for the barracks, I'm filming it for the snow. And I had to drive in the snow to Goodyear this morning. This Florida girl is cold. Oh, welcome to LeRay Mansion, Natural Resources and Cultural Center. Well, I don't know what to expect. I don't know if anyone else is going to come out in this rain. I see a sign about rain. In the snow. Maple Days. There is a sign for Maple Days ahead. Okay. We'll keep going ahead, I guess.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Oh, this is quite the adventure.
In 300 feet, turn left.
All right.
Take the next.
There it is. There's the house. Nice. Cool.
So this is all wood fired. We used to have a big one that was natural gas fired.
Not necessarily because you are
Well, this is kind of getting more dense, but the labor intensive part, I mean, especially if you've had thousands of buckets.
but it's a lot of
You
fun
gotta have
to do,
a gaggle
there's
of
tons of
people
stuff online that
collect it every day.
yeah.
Wow.
Because on most nice days.
So look, we got some maple syrup samples. It's amazing. This is the real good stuff. It's really different from like the stuff I've had in the store, like the cheaper stuff. Like, because this is pure and there's no corn syrup in it, and it's really, really nice and smooth. So, Caleb's going to tell you about some of the stuff we just learned as we walk around, check out the syrup collecting buckets and things.
So we learned that this is actually a small operation. Surprisingly, they've got 186 buckets out here, and it takes 40 gallons of sap to boil it into 1 gallon of syrup once they boil all the water out with the sugar content percentage. And they have a machine back over there in the shed, the evaporator. We've got pictures and video of that as well. But there's a line that delivers the sap into the evaporator, and then they have like a water tank that flows the water kind of in and out in circles, and eventually they boil it into syrup, and then they bottle it. There's a couple other steps that I know I'm missing. But it's a very labor intensive process they got here. It's a small operation and they're all doing it manually. But the final product that we just had, it's lighter. As you can see, it's much smoother. Straight from the source. It's awesome. It's so good.
It's cold.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see if we can get a tour of LeRay Mansion now.
This is
pretty.
where the commanding general lives. CG.
Well, here we are. I cleaned my glasses and I can see again. Isn't this fancy? So the commanding general used to live here before they built housing, but now he just uses this for his fancy parties. So we're gonna start in, and I've had to switch to my phone. The battery just died in the camera, so try to go slow and not be real shaky. But yeah, so I guess that's where the servants would eat. And then through here looks like another dining room, maybe? I'm not sure. Ooh. Oh. Scary. Oh, a nice dining room. Oh, the china is very pretty. Look at that. That's lovely. I wouldn't mind eating on that every day, especially if I had someone to bring it to me and I wouldn't have to cook it myself. And there's the fireplace. I bet it was nice and cozy in here. It's not very big, so I bet it was snug, which it would need to be with that snow outside. Oh, storerooms. Look at that. We just learned the house is built out of limestone, and the original kitchen features a large brick fireplace and oven with a honeycomb design on the inside. The clay bricks were locally made. Oh, neat. Oh, and look, a rug beater. Handy. Oh, dried things hitting me in the head. Nice. So I bet they'd have a whole bunch of dried herbs and things hitting everybody in their heads. Dried birds. Salt glazed stoneware like that. So we came to the dining room and get to dine on maple candy. Nice. Oh, so the maple candy tastes just like the maple syrup. We just chew it instead of drink it. This is so good. So this is the formal dining room. Oh, there's a fox. And then we're gonna check out. We're gonna come this way, I guess. Let's check out this wing. Oh, this is a nice room. Oh, I like this. It's got the nice fireplace. Has lovely windows looking out. Oh, I bet this would be so nice in summer. I think it might be a little bit chilly in winter if you sat by the window, but I'm sure they didn't sit right by the window like those chairs are. Oh, and this is nice too. Can you imagine the nice little parties they'd have here? Well, not little, but yes, I can see why he uses this for his receptions and parties and things. This is lovely. Oh, and we found the restroom. But in here is another room, I think. I don't know what this room is for. Oh, maybe it's the library. Look, books. I guess it's the library. But this carpet is gorgeous. And then there are some seating areas around. And they have maple syrup like everywhere, as it's maple syrup time. So Fort Drum maple syrup. Hopefully we can get some of that in a couple weeks when it's all processed and finished. Nice shelves. That's lovely. And then I really like this couch, this settee. I don't know what you would call it. That's really neat. It's like a love seat or like a 1.5 chair or something. General Jacob Brown. Another dining area. How many places do they need to eat? My word. Maybe that other one was like the breakfast room. And this is the dining room. And maybe they have a luncheon room too. And a snack room. Like all they do in here seems to be to eat. And it talks about maple syrup ceremony. So wata is maple. Huh. Nice. You can pause that and read it if you want. I think this was from like the Onondagas or something. I'm not real sure. Oh, Napoleon. It's so pretty out there. Look at that. Wow. More maple syrup stuff. Oh, fun. Indigenous words for maple syrup. I can't pronounce any of them, but it's interesting. Look at that. Cool. And I really like this settee as well. So now I think we're going to head upstairs. Well, just came up these beautiful stairs and saw this display, this model of a longhouse, I think. That is so neat. Wow. So, this is Vincent's room. It's like they labeled it. Oh, the Vincent room. I guess it's not Vincent's room, whoever Vincent is. And the Chaumont room. Oh. A dollhouse. Ooh, there's a grenadier. Nice. Oh, what a pretty bed.
Check out the bathroom.
Oh, very pretty. Look at that. Nice, very modern, with a shower. But something caught my eye over here. Let's go check it out. I think it's Bunnykins. Oh, look at that. Bunnykins. Oh, the two-handled mug. I do not have one of those, but I have other Bunnykins cups and mugs and bowls in the collection. That's so cool. There's a pretty chair. This is interesting. This little alcove that goes into the other room. So they're connected, or you can close the door. This is a little servant's room. Wow. Okay, we're going to go in that room from the front. So let's go around. Oh, and as we're heading out, oh my word. Well, this would not be the copy of the Bible I would carry to church. Oh my word. So let's walk around and go in the front of this room. Oh, this is very nice. This is set up for someone modern sleeping in a spindle and a spinning wheel. Ooh, and spools. Oh, this is nice. That looks comfy cozy. Oh, and this is a nice bathroom too. Pretty shower curtain. Oh, that's very nice. a little alcove for the toilet. Fancy. And then there was information on this quilt. The Quilting Guild from Fort Drum has loaned this quilt on display in the Alexandria room to the LeRay Mansion. This quilt was made in 2010. It contains the Army Star pattern, and the center panel pays tribute to the Medal of Honor recipient, Sergeant First Class Jared Monty. He, I learned earlier, was a hero. That is really special. So check that out. There's too many panels to show you every single one, but that is so nice. And there's the center panel. Wow, that is beautiful. Very special. And as we are leaving the room, I noticed they had these dresses, or well, I guess that's a dress and this is a slip. I don't know. All right, let's head back downstairs. Well, that Maple Days experience was delightful. I had no idea what to expect. It was snowing, it's cold. I wasn't overly enthusiastic when we were driving up, but that was so fun. We learned about the maple syrup and got to check out the house and eat maple sugar candy, and it was really cool. And we found out that LeRay Mansion is open 5 days a week, like Monday through Friday, so we can bring family and stuff in the future, and that'll be really cool. So thank you so much for joining me on this cross-country adventure from Florida to North Country, New York. And I hope you enjoyed Maple Days with me. So please subscribe for future adventures, and I'll see you next time.